Hey guys, this is your boy Markcoos and welcome back to Markcoos' Reign at Arsenal, episode number 23, and let's get straight into this. Arsenal versus Birmingham City, Villa Stadium, FA Cup, like 5th round or some crap. I don't even know, because I'm not even, well, I don't even know because I'm just stupid. But as you can see, I'm playing a very strong team, the likes of Higuain, Giroud, Ozil, Rice, Wilshere, Cazorla, Sergio Ramos, Gibbs, Vermaelen, Koscielny and Szczesny, and Birmingham City playing Rooney up front. Adam Rooney, not Wayne. But he didn't really cause me any problems, to be fair, because they're all like rated like 70 odd, which is a bit more realistic. But basically, game kicked off, 3rd minute of the match, on the ball of Santi Cazorla, and look at that forward pass, through to Higuain. Higuain takes a shot, he scores when he wants, he scores when he wants. So Higuain scores after roughly 4 minutes on the clock. Unbelievable start to the game, but that was really about it for the first half, really. As you can see, half time 1-0. The stats sort of show off that, I mean, I had we both had 5 shots. I've had 3 on target, they've had 2, but they weren't really like worthwhile shots other than the goal which I scored. But at halftime I bring on Cleverley for Santi Cazorla, and in the 52nd minute here, get the ball to Higuain, play it great for ball through to Olivier Giroud. The keeper slide tackles it straight to Markcoos from about 40 yards out, and look at that for a strike into the top corner from 40 yards out. And look at Royce's celebration. That right hand is up for so goddamn long, as he just points at the crowd and casually makes a run for absolutely ages before he eventually stops in the corner and does his little jump. And I was like, what the hell, like Jesus Christ, he could have just ran to the other corner, but no. But in the 80th minute, get the ball here with Wilshere, pass it up to eventually up to Markcoos, and look at that for a strike. Again, the keeper gets his hand to it, but just can't stop the power of the German. So Markcoos scores 3-0 up roughly the 80th minute. And again, I get the ball here with Olivier Giroud, great for ball through to Markcoos, and will he get his hat trick? Well, yes, because he is just so goddamn good. When he takes a shot, his shot power is so insane that it just automatically goes in like 85% of the time, which is pretty insane to be fair. So, final score 4-0, had 15 shots, 9 on target. They only had 1 shot in the second half, which was on target, and 51% possession, dominating against the opposition, not really. And Markcoos, of course, man of the match. And I mean, look at the round 2 results. Man City beat Norwich. QPR actually got beat by Stoke. Tottenham actually got knocked out by Bolton. Newcastle got knocked out by Swansea. Middlesbrough knocked out Cardiff. Chelsea knocked out Leicester. Blackburn Rovers knocked out Southampton. And I'm against Manchester City in the quarterfinals. Stoke are against Bolton. Blackburn are against Chelsea, and Middlesbrough are against Swansea. So basically, if I can get past Man City, I could be able to beat Stoke or Bolton, and I'll probably end up facing Chelsea in the final, which won't be that difficult a game. But as you can see, into the next match, West Brom versus Arsenal at the Hawthorns, or whatever it is. And this match, again, very, very easy. It wasn't that difficult. They played quite a strong team, like Foster, Craig Dawson, Tamas, Lukaku, Jerome Thomas, Odom Wingy, Morrison Thorne and Popov, Stephen Reid, who I just can't get past every once in a while. I played relatively strong squad. The likes of Jenkinson and Pablo got a start, as well as David Villa, and Aaron Ramsey came back into the side instead of Santi Cazorla. But Santi Cazorla is a better player, but I like Ramsey because of his height. He's not the tallest, but he's taller than Santi Cazorla, which sort of makes it a bit easier. But in the 36th minute of the match, Villa on the left hand side, he waits for Higuain to make that run inside Stephen Reid, and look at this for a strike. I mean, look at this, okay? Look at that, just goes straight through what's his name, Ben Foster. He like runs into the post, but no one really cares because Higuain is a Super Saiyan, and that's all that really matters. And he scores when he wants. He scores when he wants. I mean, look at that for a strike. Nothing Ben Foster can do about it. So at half time, 1-0. And as you can see, 7 shots, 5 on target, 4 shots, 2 on target for West Brom, 49% possession from me, which is relatively quite poor. But in the 51st minute here, Koscielny gets the ball. I think it's off Thorne. He ends up just like going for a little run because that's what Koscielny does. He plays a great through ball through to Olivier Giroud, and Olivier Giroud, as I've said several times before, will always, no, not always, but 95% of the time will score those one-on-ones. And that was such a powerful shot past Ben Foster into the back of the net for a 2-0 lead away from home. And I take off Pablo for the Hertfeld because just to get a bit more stability at the back. And I'm not really fine with Pablo. He's done literally nothing for the club. But as you can see, the final stats, 17 shots, 10 on target, 40% possession, and man of the match is actually Laurent Koscielny, which is quite surprising. Other results, Man United beat Man City in the Manchester derby, Wigan beat Liverpool, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Everton beat Norwich, and Cardiff got beat us off Aston Villa, and West Ham beat Sunderland, Southampton got beat by Stoke, Liverpool beat Bolton, QPR actually beat Tottenham, and Newcastle got beat by Chelsea. So I'm still top of the table, 3 points clear of Man United, 6 points clear of Chelsea, and 11 points clear, of Everton. So basically, it's a league in the bag, not at the current moment, because of course it is still early days in the season, but I'm sort of just dominating in the league so far, so it doesn't really seem like there's going to be that much of a problem. But into the next match against Wolves, and Wolves, not a difficult opposition at all. As you can see, I'm playing quite a strong team, but I had the game coming against PSG in the Champions League, and it would be the 5th match of the Champions League and basically would guarantee qualification. So I had to rest some players like the likes of Vermaelen and Mangala started, but Wolves, the only real problem they would sort of give against me would be Sacco on the right and Doyle up front. But from kickoff, I mean, like, as the majority of people know, I do nothing from kickoff. I just keep the ball for a little while. But in the 42nd minute here, this is the jammiest goal I've ever scored in my life. 43 minutes, look at that. Wilshere pings it forward, gets absolutely nowhere. Higuain eventually gets onto it, and look at that for a finish. But I was sure he was offside, or Ozil was offside, or Giroud was offside, and they actually were. But because of course they didn't touch the ball, they didn't get interfered in play, it somehow worked out fine. So half time it's 1-0. Wolves have only had one shot, one on target. I've had 7 for 5. And in the 61st minute here, Giroud plays a great chip through ball through to Marco Reus. Reus gets a shot away. Hennessy makes a pretty good save, but look at that first strike from Cleverley into the turf, and it goes flying into the back of the net, into the top corner for a pretty good goal. I mean, look at that. That's beast. That's absolutely beast. It moves so fast when I actually took the shot. Like, as I look back, and it's not moving as fast, of course. But in the 80th minute here, Cleverley plays a great through ball through to Olivier Giroud, and like I just said about 2 minutes ago, look at that for a finish. He's just so goddamn composed. Like, him and Higuain have scored maybe about 40 goals already between them this season, which is a pretty insane stat. But in the last minutes of the match, I'm trying to get a goal here of Sergio Ramos, considering he doesn't have one yet for the club, and he actually gets one by the end of this episode, more or less right at the end. But as you can see, 13 shots, 9 on target for my team, and Wolves only had 1 shot throughout the whole game, which was pretty poor. And Tom Cleverley actually got man of the match ahead of Jack Wilshere. My God. But as you see, Norwich got beat by Wigan, Aston Villa beat West Brom, Sunderland beat Everton, Stoke actually got beat by Cardiff City, which is pretty dreadful for Stoke. Liverpool beat West Ham, Newcastle got beat by Man United, Manchester City beat QPR, Chelsea beat Bolton, and Tottenham, of all teams, got beat off Southampton. Oh, Tottenham are not doing well. And again, I'm still top of the table. I'm just pulling. I mean, I'm now 14 points clear of Everton and 6 points clear of Chelsea. So basically, it's really just down to me and Man United, really. But into the last game of the episode against PSG at the Emirates Stadium, and this game was going to be I was expecting it to be difficult, but no, I'm just too beast. I am just a beast, like unbelievably beast. The Champions League music is blaring in the background as we look at the likes of Lavezzi, Menez. But then you look for the team. I always show this bit. There's Hararu, he's starting up front, or Harara, whatever his name is. Thiago Silva. Where the hell is Ibrahimovic? Well, for some ridiculous reason, if Carlo Ancelotti is manager of, we just call Ancelotti's manager of PSG, he doesn't like to play Ibrahimovic in this game, and I'm really not sure why. It just seems like he just doesn't like it. Like, I've played an exhibition match, and Ibrahimovic of course starts in the match, but sometimes he just takes them off for no reason. Winning like 5-0, I'll just take Ibrahimovic off after like 45 minutes. What the hell? But as you can see, my team, I play a very strong team. Koscielny, Vermaelen, Sergio Ramos, Gibbs, Wilshere, Ramsey, Ozil, Reus, Giroud, and Higuain. And like I was saying, PSG, the really only problem I would actually face against them is the likes of Thiago Silva and Cummings, Pastore, Lavezzi, and Menez. So from kickoff, I think this is the one where I pwned from kickoff. Yes, it is. As you can see, I've got the ball here, and I'm like looking for a goal like straight from kickoff. I mean, look at this. Okay, this is like 12 passes from Higuain to Giroud round the corner to Marco Reus, and look at that for a strike in basically the first minute of the match. And Marco Reus has scored 4 goals this episode. I think it's 4. But look at this, okay, why the hell does he have the Neymar dance? Can someone please explain this to me? I've never seen him do it. I've watched Borussia Dortmund quite a lot this season, and I've never seen him do this celebration in my life. Yeah, he's got the Neymar dance. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and Giroud's doing it as well, which I think is this is quite hilarious. But in the 24th minute of the match, they actually get a shot. They try and get a shot away, can't get it away. Chesney with the ball, out to Vermaelen. Vermaelen with the ball, through to Mesut Ozil, and Ozil's just like, I'm Ozil. And that plays a great through ball through to Olivier Giroud, and like I said, I mean, that's a fantastic strike into the back of the net, and like, you could just see, I think it was Cummings or Pastore was just so pissed off, he kicked it back into the back of the net. It seems that for some reason, against some opposition, I just like componed them so much. So basically, from kickoff, I was like, right. Cummins with quite a heavy touch there, passes to Thiago Silva into, I think it's Pastore or Verratti, and eventually Ramsey gets the ball here, and he plays a great free ball through to Olivier Giroud. Giroud I just sweated it for Higuain, because Higuain's sort of struggling for the goals in the Champions League, in the FA Cup, and in the league. He's just poning, but in the Champions League, he's sort of struggling a little bit. I'm not really sure why. So at half time, it's 3-0, and I mean, like, really, like, look at the stats. They've had 2 shots, 1 on target. They've had 7 for 5, domination for the win. And then in the 62nd minute here, Higuain for a corner to Giroud, and Giroud heads it back to Laurent Koscielny. I think that's his first goal he's actually scored under me. He deserves it. He's been an absolute beast, and I love him so much because I love Koscielny, because I think he's a beast defender. But in the last minutes of the match, Sergio Ramos here on the ball, and I'm just like, alright, come on Sergio, you can score a goal. And look what happens. I think it's Verratti ends up actually taking him out in the box, and the ref gives a penalty, and I was like, yes, penalty. So with the penalty, who's going to take it? Big Sergio Ramos is going to take the penalty. But look at this, what a strike into the back. Now I was going to Panenka it, or chip it as it's called, but no, I decided just to hit to the left. 5-0 final score. Absolutely ridiculous. Spanish archer from Sergio Ramos, which makes a little bit more sense than me doing it in my Become a Legend. But yeah, so final score 5-0. Ref blows the whistle, and time for the big surprise of the episode. Right at the end of it, what is this? What is it? What is the big surprise? Well, you'll see. I've gone all Argo. I've gone all Ben Affleck and Argo, and you'll see. Just wait. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. After Koscielny, oh look at that! I've got a big massive beard now. Yeah, I've gone like Cantona beard and Argo beard basically. Big Argo. Yeah, I was watching Argo a couple of days ago, and I decided to change my manager, change Markcoos about. I don't even have a beard in real life. I just decided to have a beard. But yes, got a big beard now. So final stats: 12 shots, 9 on target, 52 percentage pat. What am I talking about? 52 possession, and man of the match, Olivier Giroud. So in the other result, Parma actually beat Panathinaikos. So now Parma have 9 points. I have 15. PSG have 6. So PSG might go out in the next round. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.